Hey, what's going on YouTube? We are back for another run of Clash of Wills. This one is brought to you by Horatio, who challenged me to do a lightning team. Actually, I challenged him first, but he told me to come back and do one with just one leader on the team. So here we are. We're gonna go ahead and do lightning. Now, what's interesting about this, I find that even though they said in the preview and in the live stream that you have to hit the boss with fire or dark to seal its elements and stuff like that, it doesn't seem to have a problem with me not doing that. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's bugged. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and do this lightning clear without doing fire or dark damage except for one turn where we do it. So we'll go ahead and jump into it, put the mods on, show you the gear, and we'll dive into this clear. Okay, so we're going to start with Lilith. I'll go ahead and turn our gear on as well so you can see what we're doing. Here we go, gear. We're going to start with Lilith. Lilith is geared for defense. You know, she could have some fire problems, but we're going to be okay. And she's just geared for defense, and she's got the killers. So she's got beast, stone, defense, LB damage, and we're good to go. So there's our gear. There's our abilities, and she's wearing her own vision card. You could definitely do better if you had better vision card. Sylvie has not changed at all from my last video, so I'll just go ahead and show the video, the gear and stuff really quick. But she's just going to do lightning support as opposed to last time she did not do lightning support. Because she's doing lightning support and LB support and stone killer stuff, her rotation's a little bit different, so you'll see what I mean, but she's geared just like that, and the same in both forms. Sakura is just doing true double hand magic, and she's got Paws of Prosperity. If you don't have Paws of Prosperity, it's not the end of the world. It does help you fill morale, but it is definitely not a requirement. It'll just take you a little bit longer to fully fill up your morale, but we overcap by so much that I'm not worried about having full morale in this clear. You know, you'll be just fine even if you don't have this. It's just nice if you do. And then she's just geared for a little bit of Esper fill. True double hand stuff, and she's got Ayaka's vision card, which is going to help her to chain with Ferris. Now Ferris is wearing the Celestite Rod, Treasure Memorial Ring for morale fill. If you don't have those, again, not the end of the world. It's just going to help you to fill morale on the first turn, and then Obsidian Bracer to break the boss on the first turn as well. Lots of morale or Esper fill, and then morale fill from Philosopher's Stone. Her shift form is wearing a couple of swords, and then just as high magic as we could cram into her, also has Numbing Thunderbird, Darkbreaker. You know, on demand, if you need an 85% break, you got those. This is good for Lightning Imperil, but Sakura's also doing Burst, so it's not a big deal. She's also wearing Ayaka's Vision card, so she chains with Sakura very well. Chizuru in the base form is technically geared for doing a little bit of damage. For some reason, I've got Man-Eater sense on her. Don't worry about that. She does wear Typhus Spirit, though. And then the shift form, she's just geared for more damage, and then also has LB fill to help her get her LB again, you know, pretty quickly. She's got chain speed, and then this vision card. You can put on whatever vision card you want. She caps these killers really easily, so this one just happened to give her good stats and bonus stats and stuff like that. Cool. Dwayne is wearing the rest of our Clash of Wills stuff. He's got a Blizzard Orb for countering to wipe out the boss's Mirage stacks, and he's geared like so. He's got chain speed as well, and then a counter ability to let him counter more often, and then he's wearing his own vision card. And he just caps all the same stuff, you know, killers, true dual wield, and then LB damage boost. He does use his LB in this clear because in Clash of Wills, his LB is better than his big whack. So there you go. And we're going to use our action camera here so you can see what we're doing, and we'll dive right in. And I'm going to be referencing a turn chart, so let me just go ahead and pull that up. There we go. Lots of morale stuff happening. And we're good to go. We're going to start with Sakura. She's going to True Thunderstone, just to put lightning on everybody, and then use Shelga to put magic mitigation, and then Burst to lightning imperil the boss. There we go. Ferris is going to cast Ramu. And that puts up the lightning amp for both sides. I've got her crowned, so ours is a 40% amp. Pretty cool. Chizuru is going to go ahead and use Eastern, Strong Samurai Spirit, and Focus Strength. And that should fill some morale for us. There we go. And give us some nice stat buffs and things like that. Dwayne is going to just use Mantle, and Blood Shield. And that hurts him a little bit, but that also gives him some nice buffs. And, you know, as his HP gets lowered, he gets some nice buffs. Sylvie is going to use Vines, Compassionate Knight, and Burgeoning Defense. There we go. And Lilith is just going to use her base LB, which is going to put up mitigations for the party. Very nice. And we're 71% morale. Should be taking very little damage here. Yes, indeed. Okay. Now, next thing we're going to do is Sakura is going to take her turn at summoning Ramuh. She's also got her abilities crowned, so it's only enemy side, and we have a nice big imperil on the boss now. So, like, if I were to target the boss, you know, we've got, you know, minus 125, you know, lightning imperil on the boss. So that's pretty cool. Does he not have his? Yeah, he's got his lightning imperil. That's fine. So the field effect is in place, so we're in good shape. Sylvie here is going to go ahead and do Vines, Petals, and Compassionate again, just for more morale fill. It's going to fill it quite a bit. Very good. Ferris is going to shift. She's going to break the boss with her LB. This is also going to do a little bit of fire damage. This is the only turn I intentionally do fire damage. So there you go. Chizuru is going to use her Beast Pulverizer. Dwayne is going to chain with Power Ravage. Lilith is going to Enchanting Seductress, which boosts stats, which fills morale, as well as Bardarkja, which fills LB and boosts dark resistance, and then Kiss of Rapture. And we're just going to chain all that up. Let's see here. Do a little bit of negligible damage. Morale's at 37%. We're doing good. Okay. So as you can see, my Lilith is EX3. She gets her SLB this turn. We're not going to be doing it until turn 5. So if your Lilith is only EX1, you can still do this clear because we're only going to do SLB on turn 5 and then again on turn 9. So you won't be able to do the second burst with her SLB, but you should be okay. If you bear that in mind. Yeah, we're not going to use it right now. But she is going to do, this is turn 3. We're going to do Cover and Rapture 2 times. Our Sylvie is going to shift before we do anything, and she's going to use the Lightning Blessing, Marion's Blessing Lightning, as well as 2 Cheerful Strikes. Just to keep pushing morale. Our Sakura is going to use Courageous Roar from Paws of Prosperity to push morale. Ferris is going to use Fast Attack, which is just going to hit the boss a bunch of times, and that's going to just generate more morale. Chizuru is going to use Stone Pulverizer. Dwayne is going to use Power Ravage twice and Arcane Supplementation. And that's going to just kind of buff us up and get ready. So there we go. We're going to be nice and buffed up for the kill turn. Dwayne's doing a really good job wiping out all those Mirage stacks on the boss. So that's cool. We're going to go ahead and use our Relentless Will here to push the morale the rest of the way. Now boss is at morale 0 on the start of our turn. Sylvie's going to use Leaping Love. So it'll be in place for the next turn. Dwayne is going to use his SLB. So he needs to be EX2 for this clear. Yep, there we go. Chizuru is going to use Tyva's Spirit. Ferris is going to fast attack again. Lilith is going to use cover. Cover, Bardarcha, and Kiss of Rapture again. And Sakura is just going to redo the Imperil with Burst, and then protect against Shelga. And here it goes. As soon as Ferris is done attacking, we will do our burst of damage on turn 5. Now this looks really bad. But what happens there is we take a really big gravity hit, okay? And Dwayne, because of his really cool abilities, his HP drops really low and then comes back. And now all of a sudden, if you look at him, he's got all these killers. He's got all these killers for the rest of the, pretty much for a nice long chunk of time. He's got all those killers. So it's pretty cool that he's good to go like that. And we're going to burst here. That also filled up his LB, so we're in good shape there. Dwayne is nice and full, and we don't have to worry about anything else for a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and Stone Killer on Lilith, because she does not have a really big Stone Killer buff at this point. Lilith doesn't, or Chizuru does, and Dwayne does. So now Lilith gets a big Stone Killer buff. We'll go ahead and Clever Strike twice on the boss as well to Sword Imperil. All right. And Leaping Love is still in place, so we don't have to worry about that. Lilith is going to SLB. Chizuru is going to Shift LB. Dwayne is going to Base LB, which those are all going to chain together. Sakura is going to, not Courageous Roar, Whip Cream Garden with Ferris, who's also going to Whip Cream Garden. And we're going to send them first, and then we're going to send Chizuru and Lilith, and then send Dwayne a little bit after. Since they're all tag team chains, it's going to be very easy to chain all this together. Then we're going to get a nice high chain. So we'll send our non-tag chainers first, and then our tag chainers, and then Dwayne. There we go. 3.8. Solid damage. Way over cap. And that's what I was saying. Like, if you don't have Pause of Prosperity, and you can't push that that morale gauge all those extra times with her, it does not matter with this clear. We severely overcapped using the wrong bad element. You know, the lightning element is supposed to not be good, and we did way more damage than my my fire team did. So there you go. Whatever. Turn 6, we're gonna go ahead and basically rebuild ourselves. So we're gonna do cover. Bardarcha is going to fill up LB for a little bit if we need it, and Kiss of Rapture just to refill HP and MP if we need it. Before we do, Sylvie's going to go to base form and do defense for some Mirage stacks, which is going to help us out, and then Vines and Petals. There you go. Sakura is going to go ahead and True Thunderstone just to make sure we have a Lightning Imbue, and then Shelga and Protectica. So it'll be nice and protected. Ferris is going to fast attack 3 times. Yeah, we'll do 3 times. The reason for that is the boss has Mirage here. Dwayne did not counter last turn because he didn't take any damage or any attacks. And so the Mirage stacks are there. But Ferris, her fast attack attacks enough times. There's the Mirage gone. That we can just wipe out all the boss's Mirage stacks just fine. While that's going on, we'll go ahead and boost our defense and spirit and attack and magic. Chizuru is going to use Devastating Slash. Dwayne is going to chain Power Ravage. With that, alright, and here it goes. Just doing a little bit of damage there. Nothing too fancy, you know. Okay, we're on turn 7. I would like to use Lilith's base LB here just for mitigations and stuff, but I don't have it yet, so I'm going to try and use Sakura's Courageous Roar to fill LB gauge here. All right. That got us a little closer, not too bad. We don't quite have it yet though, and that's okay. So with Sylvie, we're going to shift over here, and we're going to use Marion's Lightning Blessing one more time, and then use Clever Strikes, and that's going to fill the LB gauge for Lilith the rest of the way. And there we go. And now we've got Chizuru's Shift LB, Dwayne's regular LB, and Lilith's as well, and we're good to go. And Ferris is going to take an opportunity here to go ahead and use Numbing Thunderbind, just to imperil and break the boss. Right, so now we got breaks on the boss, we got lightning resistance down, and we'll go ahead and use our stat buffs here as well. And we're just gonna chain all that up. So, yeah. Okay, nice big chunk of damage. Now this turn, we're gonna lose Chizuru's shift form. That's okay. Because with Chizuru, now we can use some fun stuff. We can use Strong Samurai Spirit. Actually, we don't need to. We will use... this would fill morale. We don't really need it. We're going to use Eastern Winds for Katana Imperil. I'm going to do what it says on my sheet. Strong Samurai Spirit. And then Focus Body and Focus Spirit. That's going to put up mitigations for us for next turn. Dwayne's going to SLB. And he's going to do that first. That way his LB gauge is depleted, and Lilith can use Cover and Bar Darkja twice to fill it up. Okay? And there you go. Not perfect, not all the way, but that's okay because Sylvie's going to Clever 3 times and continue filling it up. Very good. You know, we could even go really nuts here. And Sakura could use Courageous Roar if you want to, or you could use Whipped Cream Garden. However you want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and use Courageous Roar. And I'm going to change that on my sheet too, to fill LB gauge for Dwayne. And then Ferris is going to use Fast Attack, hopefully generating some more crystals. I'm going to change that on my sheet while we're waiting. If they go to Dwayne, great. Yep, there we go. Give them to Dwayne. If we don't get it, it's okay. I have a contingency plan for that too. I just know we're using his LB on the next turn, so. We didn't get it, no big deal. This should be very minimal damage. Lilith died, I don't care. She's not gonna have her SLB, she's got her regular LB. It's fine. Dwayne's gonna LB. We're gonna use Beast Killer. We're gonna use Whipped Cream, and we're gonna use Whipped Cream again. She's gonna use her base LB. And Sylvie is going to offense. Stone Killer on Lilith one more time, and Clever Strike. Go ahead and use our stat buffs. And we're just basically going to do the same chain that we did last time, except we're just going to kind of send everybody all at once. So, there you go. If you had Lilith's SLB there, you would do it. You know, whatever. We did plenty of damage. Not a big deal. Poor LB if she died. Perfect score. And you can see the damage spread's pretty nice there. So just 3 damage dealers, and yeah, they did their thing. All pretty tight. And then they helped out a little bit. Sylvie helped out a little bit. So like I said, I'm going to have a turn chart with the changes that I just made in the description and in the comments. So keep an eye out for that. You know, challenge accepted and challenge met. Thunder Team is done using just 1 leader. Did we have to pull out some stops and add some extra goofy stuff in there? Yeah, we did. But I had a little bit of fun doing it. This was kind of a nice challenge. So hopefully that helps you if you're trying to figure out, you know, how else can I do this clear? There you have it. So cool. Get out there and do it.